So what was the problem in this situation? The problem was that we had a Texas med spa and wellness clinic. They came to us 4 weeks before opening. They had zero existing database, zero reputation, and zero patients on the books. So perhaps you watching this, maybe you're a new clinic, or maybe you just feel new because the phones are super quiet. So super common problem, whether you're opening up a fresh clinic or you have an existing clinic and you're just struggling to get traction and people to notice you and book appointments for your clinic. So here's what doesn't matter in this situation. The first thing is having a perfectly optimized website. I talk to so many medical spa owners who are pre-opening or they're new and they're fussing over having, every page perfect on their website, the perfect colors, the perfect branding. And I'm telling you, this does not matter. Sure, you need to have like a basic online presence. You should have your Google Places page claimed. You can have a basic website, but your website by all means does not need to be a 20K super beautiful optimized website. I know we're in aesthetics, so everyone's about the looks, but it really doesn't matter as much as you think. Also, having a bunch of social posts on your Instagram. You don't need to have a ton of followers to get a ton of clients. You just need to have a basic Instagram and show people that you are in fact a real clinic in your area. But you by no means need to have a massive following on your Instagram, a bunch of likes, comments, shares, and everything to get traction. And then third, having perfect branding. Again, this ties back into the website, but you do not need a perfect logo. Even your clinic, it doesn't have to be like some incredible multi-million dollar perfectly designed clinic. It does not matter as much as you think in this situation. All right, what does matter? Getting a ton of leads. This is the most important thing. This is the only thing you should be thinking about if you're new or just struggling to gain traction as a clinic. Why is this? It's easier to sell from a place of abundance and not lack because people can smell desperation. If you're a new clinic and have a trickle of people coming in the door, there's going to be so much pressure to sell each lead that comes in. And whether you like it or not, that's going to come across subconsciously as you're interacting with clients because you're going to assign such importance to closing each lead. You're going to come off as desperate. People will notice that and they won't buy. So this is why it's so important to have more leads than you can handle. Next, leads and appointments will inform your sales process. It will give you at-bats to improve. So if you are new to sales, if you're a new clinic owner, you need to get a ton of practice closing cold leads in order to improve your sales process. Just like going to the gym, you need your reps. And in order to get those reps in, you need real people coming through the door. And then lastly, just way more fun when things are busy. When there's lots of people come in, there's that excitement in the air. You and your staff are excited. And it's just a way better vibe than, a dead clinic where you're just hoping, praying you're going to get more phone calls and more appointments. All right, so here's the most important principle in this video is to cast a wide net, then filter. If you are in need of appointments and leads, what you want to do is you want to get a ton of people to raise their hand and express interest in your services. Then from those people, you're going to filter through the ones that are qualified, the ones that want to buy, and those become your paying clients. Contrast this with the spearfish strategy, which a lot of clinics think they need to do, where they create an expensive offer to try to reach those perfect few clients in their area. And the reason this doesn't work as well is because spearfishing is difficult. We don't catch all the fish that we need to feed the planet through spearfishing. We catch it through massive trawlers with massive nets, catching all these fish at once. And the same principle applies for your clinic. So how do you cast a wide net? With this particular clinic, we offered a free salt sauna session. So this is an incredibly attractive offer. Obviously, it's free. There's low commitment. For you, you want to advertise a free or a heavily discounted service. Obviously, free is better because you get way more people to sign up. And it should be desirable, but also very easy and cheap to deliver. So a free salt sauna session is perfect because the delivery cost is pretty much zero. You just need the sauna and you can bring a bunch of people in to meet you, see your clinic, and have a chance to become a paying client. So this campaign was super successful. Over 8 days, we generated 313 leads at a cost per lead of $1.28. And they booked all 50 guest spots in under 2 weeks. Then, of course, many of those people, they came in and they bought paid services as well. So I want you to think right now, if you're new or just need traction, do you have a service that you can offer at super low cost or free that's going to bring a ton of people in to experience your clinic? So after we generated those 313 leads, we sent out this reactivation text for Mother's Day. So all the people that came in for that free session, we then hit them up with this offer. This offer worked pretty well. We booked a few sessions from the reactivation message, but then what we did was we advertised a grand opening event. So we hit them up with another reactivation to all those leads. We also launched a grand opening ad. And from that, they pulled 62 guest RSVPs for a cost of $3 each. And they had 14 people RSVP from this text as well. And the client was, of course, incredibly happy. Here they said they almost had too many leads, hundreds of leads. And this is all because we started with that hyper compelling free session to get all those people in the door. And that's the most important takeaway from this video, is to cast a wide net, then filter, and not try to spearfish, especially if you're a new clinic or just need traction. And yes, a lot of the leads you generate will be tire kickers, but it doesn't matter, because of all these leads that you generate, there's going to be some diamonds in the rough. There's going to be some incredible, highly qualified patients in there. Because let's be honest, people that have money, they also like free things too. They still like to get a deal. In fact, a lot of people become wealthy because they're smart with their money. So don't think just because people have money, they're going to buy whatever you put in front of them. You still have to create really compelling introductory offers to get people to raise their hand. So that's it for this quick video. If you found this valuable, there's 3 things you can do. 1, you can subscribe to this channel so you don't miss new breakdowns and case studies. You can click the link in the description to watch an explainer video of our in-house medical spa marketing system. And then lastly, once you watch that video, there'll be an option to book a call with our team if you'd like help installing the system in your clinic.